Hey you guys, for this video I'm going to show you how to do flocking for your doll, but not just regular flocking. It's going to be like embroidery flocking, basically flocking made out of embroidery floss, and like how I applied it. Basically how I did Ursula, you know how she has the flocking on both sides, because I don't remember doing that on video. Because it was new, so I was like, and by the way you guys, hopefully the lighting is okay. I kind of was messing with some of the settings on my camera, so I had set it so that way in darker areas it would come up brighter in the camera. I don't know, we'll see how it looks in editing, but that's why the lighting and stuff looks weird. That's why. But I'm going to make flocking for this girl right here. This is Willow. I'm going to do right here and this side as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys, whenever you're doing flocking, make sure you have your doll's hair like out of the way and separated just like that. Because we're going to be using glue, so you don't want like their hair getting stuck and stuff. And I'm going to tip you down a little bit. Okay, as you can see, I already started a little bit, and I'm not going to do all of it on camera. I'm just going to quickly show you how to do it. Basically, you're just going to cut it up. What I usually do when making this, let me cut this. Say this is my flocking, so I'll find where it's in the middle, and this is what I'll usually do. I'll just do this and cut one side, so I have one long strand. But this was on a spool. This was on this, so I ended up having to unravel it and then just cut it at this length right here. It just makes it a lot easier than just cutting one string. And you're basically going to try and cut as small pieces as you can. And it's not that big of a deal if it's like super fine. Well, at least it's not to me. Unless that's exactly what you're going for, then you can cut it small. I mean, if you want longer pieces, you can go ahead and cut longer pieces. It's not that big of a deal. But you're going to keep going, and for the most part, I don't ever actually need to use the entire thing. I think when I did Ursula, I probably cut up more than half, and I only used 75% of that. So you don't need a whole lot, and you're just gonna cut it up super, just fine like that, so that they're little itty bitty strands that you can just, yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but you just want to cut it up really small and fine like that. So I'm going to just cut up enough so that way I can do the head, and then I'll show you how I glue it onto the head and stuff like that. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, I cut up the rest of the thing, other than just this little bit here, but this is enough, I'm pretty sure, to do what I want to do. And I forgot to say, but because she's already brown, it doesn't really matter. I would suggest doing like painting the scalp a little bit. Like if I was doing black, I would paint the scalp black, because you don't want to see like the skin tone peeping through the hair. So yeah, because I ended up having to do that with the with her hair, her scalp where her hair is, even though her hair is put up. Yeah, you just really don't want to see skin tone. But because it's brown, it's not going to be that huge of a deal. But have the hair put up out of the way, so it's not going to get stuck in the Mod Podge or anything. I'm using Mod Podge. You don't have to use Mod Podge. You can use I guess any type of glue. For the most part, I kind of went off of Danessa Madrano's tutorial, but of course she was using actual my brain. She was usually using actual powder, and it's gonna be very different from that tutorial. Well, it's gonna not be really different. It's gonna be kind of different, but oh, this is matte, by the way, and I decided to use matte because whenever I did Ursula, you can see shiny gluey bits every once in a while, and I didn't like that, so I thought maybe with this matte it wouldn't do that. But you're gonna use I would say a medium-sized brush. I mean, you don't want something too big, and this even this might be too big, but I know how to use this brush, so it's gonna be fine. But you want to get a little bit on your brush, and I guess I can zoom in a little bit. A little bit on your brush, and then you're just going to go around the scalp. And you want to put somewhat of a thick coat. You don't want to do something too thick, because you want to go over the holes around the scalp, because you don't want those to show. And I don't know if I'll end up doing a second coat. I'll have to see how this first coat goes on. And it's kind of hard with this yarn to go all the way up to the scalp right here. Oh, whatever. It's not going to matter too much, because I might take down her hair after this. I don't know. Been on the fence about her hair lately. First I wanted it up, and then I was not quite sure if that's what I wanted. So you want to have a pretty good coat on there, not like something super duper thick, but thick enough that it's gonna stick. And hopefully the camera is hopefully the lighting's good. And what I do is I just grab a bunch and just kind of press it on, because you can brush off any that's gonna fall off, you can brush off later. So I just kind of clump it on, pat it, make sure it's getting in all the areas that I want it to be in. And for the most part, that's it. Got a little bit of it in her hair, but that's okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And like I said, you're gonna let it dry. And if you need to do a second coat, like if you can still see things out, or if you want it to look thicker, you can definitely do that. Just be careful, because you don't want to press too hard with the glue, because you can kind of lift up what you just added. So hardest part is the inside of the hair. Inside of the ear. There we go. I don't know if I did the inside of the ear actually. So yeah, I'm gonna actually let this side dry, and if I need to do a second side, I'll show you guys, and then I'll show you what she looks like completed, okay? Okay, you guys, so this is pretty much what it looks like after I have dusted it off. There's a small bald spot. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. It's like a little bit right here that I had missed. But other than that, I actually did a pretty good job on this side. I think, and maybe a little bit right here I missed. You guys can't see. Like you can see the hairline right there. But this side, I didn't do a thick enough layer, so it's very spotty. I know you guys can't probably tell too much on camera, but you can definitely see like you can see it right there. Here's a big spot right there. And I haven't fully like taken the pieces off yet, but I definitely have, and right here you can definitely see it like right there. So I just need to fill in those bald spots, and I'm going to do this quickly because my camera's falling. My camera's dying. So I'm just going to lightly go around because you don't want to get like hair and stuff in the glue. That's no good. So, and I'm going to do a semi-thick layer. I mean, I don't want to do too thick of a layer. Just right there, and then up here. Okay, let's set my brush down. And just kind of press that in right there. And do the same thing for right there. There we go. And then I'll do the same to the other side. Actually, I think I might. Looks a little thin right here. Go and stick more right there. That way. There we go. So I'm going to let this dry. I'll do the other side, and then I'll come back and show you guys pretty much what it looks like. So, yeah. So there we go. Now let it dry. Okay, so I pretty much have finished her. I plugged up any bald spots that were left over, and here she is with her two shaved side parts of her hair. And I did mention Dinessa Medrano's video where she did the flocking, and the only difference mainly is I didn't seal it afterwards, because when I did that with Ursula right here, it made it look like a clear gluey jelly mess, just because I think because of what I'm using. So it just didn't look good. So like I said, cover up as many bald spots as you can, lightly brush them off with not a very hard and stiff brush, but with a light brush, and then go back and cover up any bald spots. And it should be like this. And then, like I said, don't do, I just highly suggest not doing that. So, that's weird, sorry. But here she is, and if her face looks a lot cleaner than when it did earlier, it's because after I had finished the hair, I went ahead and cleaned her face, because either tomorrow or, yeah, probably tomorrow I'll do her face up and everything. So, not bad, I don't think. Oh, not bad at all, darling. I think she will be a very pretty wolf. Okay, enough dorking around. Anyway, I'll see you guys later, and I hope this helped you guys if you wanted to try doing shaved parts for your dolls, or if you wanted to do a full shaved head, you could. And it's very, very easy. It's very cheap. The flocking, actually, this is how much flocking I have left over. Now, I was never going to use gray again, so I threw that away. But this I'll probably put in a baggie and I'll set it aside, because it's a color that I'll probably end up using again. Don't know if I will. Probably won't. But brown is a more common color than than gray. So, yes. Definitely will save this, and like I said, this is pretty much one full thing of this, and these cost, I think, 33 cents. It's below like 70 cents. I know at the very most it's it's below 70 cents. I know that much. But it's very, very cheap, and I mean, one of these can do a couple dolls. So, there you go. Till next video, I will see you guys later. Bye!